And so I was thinking that perhaps maybe one of the best uses for it would be to create an army, loyal only to me. And you, maybe.
An army of sentient crossbows?
No, with the goop, with all of the goop.
Oh.
Could it be possible to smear it on the crossbows and then perhaps animate them somehow? Appendages of some sort?
Do you have the ability to animate?
Well, no, but the goop might. Who knows what secrets the goop may unlock?
I suppose.
Have you got any tea?
Oh, yes, I do. I'll get that ready.
What else do you think we could do with some sentient goop? Could give it a little name.
I suppose. Karoon.
Yes?
I am unsure of what is happening here. Not the group, but the group.
Oh, the group. Do you mean our friends or the humans?
Yes, our friends.
Oh, I don't know. They were talking loudly amongst each other and having relations, I think. Right?
I am worried.
I wouldn't be worried. It's a courting thing, right?
No, Malefic. And even Celia. You do not notice he is possessed or something?
I assumed it was the spirit of courtship what possessed him.
No, there is a being of some kind. It is malevolent at best.
Oh. I just thought it was, horny.
No, I don't know if I can trust him anymore to keep us safe.
Well, if you don't trust him, I won't trust him.
Do you not remember when we were in the well? No, you weren't there. You weren't there.
No, I was conducting a very important burial.
You were.
The only one, in fact.
He almost let Celia and Yara die.
Oh.
Willingly.
Disappointing.
It was not malefic, but it was whatever is influencing him.
Well, what is influencing him?
I don't know. A dragon? A demon?
Blackmail?
No, a being. Well, maybe blackmail.
It could be blackmail.
But
what could you blackmail Malefic for? What secrets might he hold?
he was looking for his brother. Maybe family. Maybe...
Could be.
He spoke of vengeance, but of what I'm not entirely sure. It is feeding off his anger.
He does have anger. He's also not courting the others.
I have courting. Maybe. I am unsure.
It's just the smell, you know? The courting smell. Constantly. The
I am
hormones.
unsure of
You
the
can't.
mammalian smells for that. I apologize.
It's just smelly, that's all. Constantly. I don't know, I always just assumed he was courting them both, and that was why there was always this much drama.
Yeah, I am unsure of the ways of courtship attempts. But be on your guard, Haroon. I mean it.
I will.
Don't know how safe it is anymore. The farther and deeper we get here, the worse he gets.
Well, your insight has never led me astray before, so absolutely I will trust you.
Don't be antagonistic with him. That is my one request. He responds poorly.
I wouldn't be antagonistic.
Mistrust
To anyone,
seems
I'm
to
a
be
perfect
trigger.
angel.
Yes. Karun, I had a question, unrelated. What do you think of the mosquito witch?
The mosquito witch?
My patron, yes.
Oh, yes, the patron. I thought that was lovely. All of the vitriols and potential samples. Delightful, really.
You do not see my choices as poor ones?
No, of course not. I am on Team Lizard.
I am glad. I am.
I do not have a patron of my own, necessarily. But I support yours.
Not many do. That is...
I'll say the next time, though, that you summon her, you could put in a good word for a couple of samples.
I did need to do a ritual soon, but the fluid samples were lacking. She consumed everything.
Mosquitoes are known for their saliva and their little bits of venom. Could be useful as a healing reagent to keep the blood flowing.
True, but she does not manifest physically for me normally. And I will be honest, I would not ask that of her.
Certainly. Well, maybe she has some friends.
Oh, she has many.
I'm sure.
The insects.
Maybe the mosquito witch would know what best to do with all of this goop.
Perhaps. I was going to ask her a few things about Malefic, if possible. I have some ideas that may help him.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help facilitate your communion, I'm happy to help.
All right. I appreciate it, Karun. And if you need help with anything, I am always available.
Just keep delivering me these insights on the others, because I have gone for weeks now, perhaps months, maybe ever, thinking this was all an elaborate courtship. And here I am finding out it is much more malevolent in nature.
Yes. Just be on your guard. And think of ways that may be able to help him.
I will. I already have some ideas.
I do too. Are you alright? This area
yes.
has terrible effects on people.
No, I'm fine. I just got some incredible material. This biological mass of heaving, pulsating goop. I'm honestly having the time of my life.
Good.
Did you hear the little chirping noise it made? Adorable.
I think you should bottle that more tightly.
It wants out.
That is why you should bottle it more tightly.
Perhaps you are right.
It is too dry here.
It is dry. Skin is flaking. You didn't look into that mirror, did you?
What mirror?
Never mind.
No,
None
what?
of the others looked into the mirror too, right?
No, what, Karun, what are you speaking of?
Nothing, just that there was a mirror and it sucks. Just wanted to make sure no one was peering into it, and that is why there is so much drama.
Where is this mirror that sucks?
I think it is with Yara.
Okay. Alright. As long as you're alright.
No, I'm fine now. Just don't look into it.
I will not. Thank you for the warning. I need to set up for my communion.
Alright, sure. Do you want them to help?
I think it is a thing I must do to appease her. But I will be within earshot. I do not wish to distance far.
Alright, I'll just be walking around within earshot.
All right. I will. It will take about an hour. If there is any emergency, do let me know.
Alright. I'm going to stand up. And, I will be taking a quick look around the camp perimeter. Do I see anything interesting?
You can make a perception check for me.
Alright. Perception check.
Mm-hmm.
I perceive 24.
So the camp is pretty well maintained. There's several members of the Reclaimers, as well as Sakawachi's group that have stayed behind basically, or returned after you ventured out earlier with you, and they've been doing a good job maintaining the camp. They've been doing scouting and stuff, and just kind of making sure that it's reasonably safe. When you look around, I think you just kind of reaffirm these things. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, there's, Denigi is checking in with Ulukuk and Enuma and the other Reclaimers and whatnot, and obviously they're just kind of coordinating and checking in.
The humans are making mouth movements at each other and screeching. I understand.
I think you can probably hear in the distance, though, the sound of some kind of large creature. There was a very large roar that happened in the distance. It sounded horrible and menacing.
Yeah,
and
that sounds awful.
And you can definitely hear the sound of like crumbling rubble.
Yeah, I'm not going over there. That sounds dangerous.
It's definitely from the direction you came from.
Absolutely glad I left. 100%.
I would be setting up the altar for the lovely little goat demon,
Okay.
since I was asked to give more.
The goat demon. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Let me
Brimarack?
see, I think.
Yeah.
The Brimarack.
Yeah.
As I have one of their entire bodies put in my bag of holding.
Working on very little sleep today, folks. So there might be
No,
a few.
you're right.
There might be a few double checks today.
I'm okay with that.
So yes, you can absolutely make a religion check for me.
Or an occultism, like I've been doing.
Occultism.
Yes, thank you.
24.
I'll take a 24. That's
sure.
fine.
Again, Arashtak, when you set this up, night has basically fallen at this point. And you've lit your blood candles. It has that coppery sort of smell. There's like a strange feeling, obviously, because it's very dry here, which is, uncomfortable for you. And the wind is probably really annoying as well. It's gusting through here periodically. It's probably like put out the candles a few times, driving you insane. But eventually you get everything lit. You get everything prepared. And it doesn't take much, Arashtak, before you even start to really feel yourself like get into any sort of trance or any sort of preparation. You feel the presence of the mosquitoes sort of stirring underneath your clothing, and swarms begin to emerge from your sleeves, and you can see them begin to swirl all around you. Several of them begin to immediately head towards the dead body of this creature and begin to devour the blood. As this happens, there is a frantic nature at first. Bugs quickly and very frantically begin to devour this corpse, and there's something in this that tells you that the hunger has been sated for a little while at least, and this is a good meal. There is a feeling of contentment here. And I think, Karun, I don't know if you're watching all of this happen, because you said that you were nearby, right?
I have set up a hammock in the trees, and I have a little bug net on the line across it, and I'm just hanging out in my little hammock watching it unfold from a distance.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you've got you said you have a bug net? Where did you get
A little
this?
net. I just have a lot of netting.
Okay.
It was for catching fish, but I have it still.
Okay, so big holes,
Yeah, holes, and
Yeah.
I have a little guide line across the hammock on the top, and I've just draped it over.
Uh-huh. Okay. Give me a crafting check.
All right. 24.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, there's mosquitoes that are definitely getting through, for sure. They're just like, this isn't a proper mosquito net, Like they're very tiny holes in those mosquito nets.
I'm trying desperately to put them in vials. They keep escaping me.
Yeah. It's like whenever you try to actually squash a mosquito, they manage to avoid your hand completely.
Oh, I don't squash them at all. I'm just trying to capture them.
Let's see.
Failing.
You get 4 really good mosquito bites on you.
Oof. I won't feel them for another 4 hours, or will I feel them now?
Oh no, you don't know. I mean,
okay.
After you wake up, you'll find out. I just want.
Very good.
You're gonna have 4 prominent mosquito bites someplace.
What does a bystander in the bushes see from this lizard?
I imagine Arashtak, anybody that's been traveling with you guys, because you have been traveling with the Reclaimers as well as Sakawachi's companions for a while now. I mean, it was 8 days of travel to get to Demora from Valmar's burrow. So I imagine that you've done this a few times, Arashtak, with whatever kind of creatures you may have found.
Yes, I do recall at one point I had asked Malavik to provide me animal unlet.
Right. So if that is the case, then I think everyone is pretty creeped out by this ritual and generally stay away. Especially if they notice that the candles are blood candles and there's that smell of blood. Yeah, they generally stay away. So anybody that sees a Rashtak setting up this ritual, they just stay clear. They don't really have any desire to be around that many mosquitoes.
Karun reaches down into the alchemy bag and unlocks a little. Take some little nips off a little.
Okay.
Pupils start dilating.
And you haven't
Bit
said
of vascular action.
You haven't said anything to Arashtak about what you heard in the distance, right?
No,
Okay.
I haven't said anything. Don't want to interrupt.
Sure. All right.
We left there. I'm not going back.
Okay.
So,
enough.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch and doze off, perhaps. Feeling really good right now.
Okay.
Don't want to let that go to waste.
Very well. So then, Arashtak, we'll say it's going to take you probably an hour or so.
It's usually how long it's taken before. Yes.
Okay. Very well. Meanwhile, back with our other group, or I should say, with a certain member of the other group. The wood has sort of crashed as Malavik has fallen. There's dust, debris, and viscera, probably all about you, Malavik. The stones and brick of the tower have sort of half collapsed more as well. There's debris and rubble falling. There's that slight ringing sound as well. It's not an explosion that happened, but the collapse of these things was so loud that it's probably been reverberating a little bit through your head.
I look around for my surroundings, but my vision won't adjust quickly. Am I dead? No. It's still... See what's going on. I tried to scream out to both Arsuya and Yara, but I can't speak outside of my head.
You are still alive.
Doesn't feel like it. I'm assuming that thing is dead.
It was
lifeless.
dead when you first encountered it.
Why did you have me come here? Misled me. Where's the power?
I
Father.
have not misled you. I have never lied to you.
Fine. You never lied. Now what? That wasn't metallic.
No. But it needed to be put out of its misery.
Why do you care so much? It was already dead. It was on its last leg to begin with, right?
Undead. But that is not the reason. Malavik.
All these riddles. Tell me.
Did you not notice? Could you not see, or did your rage blind you yet again?
Noticed and I see. It was disgusting. Blighted. It was consuming non-stop. Was I to look for? It's
Did you
barely
not
noticeable.
recognize the wounds? The slashes upon it.
Yeah, I added to it as well. Who inflicted those wounds? Was this dragon always undead?
No. Like all creatures that become undead, they were once living. This creature is Ymynsallion. She was a black dragon. One of the chromatics.
And then what does she have to do with me? Or you? Dragons are just all around here. They're just hidden. Hiding in their holes.
The wounds on this creature. Close your eyes, Malavik. See them in your memories. Surely they have been burned in there.
That slash is done by normal weapons. Deep, cauterizing wounds.
Killing a dragon is no easy thing. A strong creature or a strong person fought this creature. She died at your father's hand.
Why? Why is he going around killing his own kind? He assumed the form of human. At least as I was told. Beautiful in nature. Everyone was attracted to him. He had a scent about him. It blocked the bloodlust from him, I don't know. Don't understand why he even got with my mother to begin with. What he was hiding from, running from. Normally dragons of his caliber, from what I hear, are proud, over egotistical, sated. But this one, he was adored by all around him. I don't understand his motives, but I hate what he's done to me. My life. No one can seem to track him. But you seem to know an awful lot about him. What is your connection with him? Is he one of your many sons? Figures. That's why you're interested in me of all people.
There is a relation. But that is not the reason, Malavik.
And what is it? Where is he?
We must learn more of Oyal.
Curse the name. What is his intentions?
We must
killed this-
learn more. The last I heard, Ymynsallion came to Demora over a century ago. In that time, your father killed her. I do not know why, but one must assume that, well, it may be related to something Ymynsallion carried.
Where were the slashes? Across the chest, the belly.
Perhaps a closer look is required.
You see a moment of shock and fear come across my eyes as I'll bury myself in anger and try to pull it down. These riddles. I'll open my eyes suddenly, and I'll shoot up as waking from a nightmare, and I'll look around. Catching my breath. Run over to the corpse.
Right, just please catch me. Right, don't.
I'll catch you, don't worry.
And I'll begin to look over the corpse with extreme detail, frustration. I don't even hear the others around me. Nothing matters right now.
Malavik?
First place I go to the biggest gouges. Stripped away.
You see your strikes. You see strikes that look familiar. Please make a perception check or investigation or I would say warfare, if you have any lore on warfare.
I'm gonna go with perception, and I'm gonna re-roll that. Oh my god.
16, getting re-rolled. To a 16.
All right then.
Can't quite recognize it. You notice that Arcelia and Yara are sort of like approaching you nearby. Malavik?
Malavik, darling?
I'm just kind of tearing through the corpse area and trying to clean up around it, pulling the wood away from it.
Malavik, what is wrong?
Are you all right?
None of this makes sense.
It's just frustrating, Malavik. There's a pile of meat there. What the hell does this creature want you to see?
Malavik?
I'll kind of ignore the others for a second and close my eyes and talk in my head. Was it this? Was it what I think it is? Was my mother not really my mother? Was I planted? And I'll open my eyes and I'm like, oh.
Malavik! Are you all right?
You observe creatures very well. Yes. The initial slashes, the big gouges, the thing. Was it? Where was it? What area?
What are you talking about?
There was someone in the chest. The gashes would have killed this dragon before.
Malavik, what are you trying to figure out? We can help you.
Where the biggest wounds before we got here.
What
when
killed
we got
it?
here. Yes.
What killed it?
Yes, not us. Before. You know
Alright.
medicine. You know medicine. Here.
This is
check the
dragon.
chest. Typically there's 2 points on a dragon. That's very vital. It's the chest portion where most of the organs lay, and right below that is where the sac are
Malefic,
for
Malefic,
mating
you are in the way.
reasons.
I must take a look,
Right.
Malefic.
And I'll pull her close. There. I can't tell.
Taking a look at this creature, might I perchance be able to ascertain what did it in?
So you can make a warfare. I think you have lore for warfare, if I'm not mistaken. You can do that.
I have warfare and I have medicine.
You
I
can-
don't think you listed medicine, so we'll do warfare.
Yeah, I'll take medicine. It's going to be harder with medicine.
All right. You know what? I'll try warfare.
Okay.
It's a 9 difference, but we'll see. 27.
Okay. The wounds on this creature, there were many pre-undeath. This creature had been in a knockdown, drag-out battle with something. And from what you can tell, there was a bladed weapon. This looks like it was done with a sword of some kind. Probably a greatsword. And you can tell that there are other smaller wounds, claws and such. Strange wounds on this creature, just covered in wounds. Again, before it became an undead. There's a lot of mass to this creature, so there's a lot of wounds here that have been accrued over time. But the big thing that you notice here, Yara, is that the normal breath glands that would be inside of a dragon have been removed. And this is a black dragon, and I don't think you know much about dragons, but you can see that there were like some pretty clear-cut incisions that were made in the neck and like above the collarbones.
Did it seem precise?
Yes.
Why was its jaw missing? It was...
Well, there are lots of wounds, Malefic. But I think perhaps it was killed for... the other dragons we've seen, they've had glands here, did they not? And I point to where they are missing.
Yes, this is an important part of the breath weapon. It's accumulation of chemicals, mixtures, depending on the origin of the dragon.
Well, what does a black dragon do?
Depending on the situation, depending on the type of dragon, where it originated with, the blacks are very rare. They can be poison, they can be blight, it can be... It's very inconsistent. But they are rare. They're extremely dangerous in their prime. But surviving this fight was a miracle in itself. But I believe that it was far too injured to do the damage that it should have. Why would they do this?
Well, you see those wounds there? That looks like something a very large sword would do, and these smaller ones are claws and whatnot. There's many scars.
Why would he take her glands?
It was most certainly on purpose with how precise it was. Alchemy, perhaps?
I'll grab Yara and bring her very close. I don't know what's going on here. But I fear something's brewing a lot larger than we can come up with. There's no telling when this happened. This could be in this centuries ago, or But I have a feeling that my father might have something to do with this whole thing. And I'm questioning a lot. I'm questioning my origin, like why I exist.
But did you know this dragon?
No. At least their scent is familiar. But it could have been my father's scent, but why would I notice it for so long?
Well, tell me about your father, if it is not.
I don't know much about him, He's, I did not know dragons could take human form. But from what I was told, he was a very beautiful man, something that attracted many people around. Don't even understand why he laid with my mother to begin with, or if he even did that, or I don't even know anymore if she was human, if she wasn't. It all doesn't make sense, man. Now that my memories are all chopped, I don't even know what to believe anymore. Sometimes when I close my eyes, I see bloods on my hand. I see a corpse of my mother there. The visions of my brother are becoming foggy. I don't even know if he exists anymore.
Malavik?
She, and I point down to the dragon, she was something to him. I just feel it. He's a red dragon. Would only explain my relations.
All right.
But why would he take human form and hide? What is he scheming? What does he have to do with any of this?
Why would he mutilate her?
Yes, why would he mutilate her?
Well, perhaps it was only for the glands. Perhaps it was revenge, and it was an easy prize after taking such revenge.
Dragons are proudful creatures, but mutilating its own kind, no matter how much there's hatred, typically it's a quick death. Leave and go on about your business. This was something else. Entirely.
Yara, you can also tell that the wounds here, with the 27, it's probably just barely something you might notice. This dragon was heavily injured before it was done. This dragon had been through some kind of fight before whatever killed her.
Oh, so it seems as though the killing blow is different from the damage that was done, from a different source.
Yes.
Malavik, you recall these wounds I pointed out? You said they were Rishi?
Yes.
I don't know the anatomy of dragons. But it appears that she was in some sort of a very, very, very horrible battle prior to whatever killed her. The killing blow here, it differs. Something weakened her, and someone then took an opportunity to strike, or perhaps it was mercy.
No. Mercy doesn't consist of mutilation. He turned on her.
Well, there's a multitude of things that could be at play here. I mean, if I had something useful on me, I'd want you to take it if I died. Horrible as that sounds. I mean, I could be completely incorrect. But either this person took advantage or they felt sorrow. I do not know.
There's no telling.
No.
I don't even know why I'm feeling emotionally tied to this. I just want answers. All my life I've been asking why me. Constantly, consistently. Nothing added up. All my memories, the older I get, feels like they keep changing. I don't know if they're preconceived visions or things that could have happened or things that happened. I do know that I don't try to reach back out to people that I've dealt with in my past. My brother just up and disappeared. But what if I never had a brother?
You have a brother, Malavik. Even Dr. Riddleson talked about him. He said that he knew what had happened.
But is he really my brother? You know, he never quite looked the same as me. I never noticed. Now that I think about it, I didn't notice any differences in him and my mother. No horns, no tail. Coloration was a little, he's a little bit more, maybe darker skinned, but other than that, my mutations or coming of age happened quite quickly. His never really took off.
Is he your full brother?
I honestly don't remember. He was just around. I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember.
Was he older than you?
Yes. Older.
Your memories of him? Was he older as in a few years older than you, or was he a full adult when you were in your youth?
Not an adult.
Not an adult.
Maybe like 5 or 6 years difference, maybe. But then again, that could be my mind playing tricks on me once again. What scares me most is that I'm starting to feel like I don't care where he is.
But
I don't feel any pain if he's gone. I don't feel anything. The only thing that is on my mind right now is I need more power. I need a lot more power to be able to deal with the man that does this. To find out where he is. We're weak, Yara. We're going against a power that's far beyond our thinking. We need more power, Yara.
But Malavik, the things that drive us to do the things that we are seeking to do are part of that power. You wishing to be reunited with your brother, that is a power.
I don't want that anymore, I don't think. I don't know.
Is that you speaking, or is that...
Yara, there's power here. Somewhere.
There
Somewhere in this life.
is power here.
Yes. There's power here, Yara. Both of us. You have to find it. That's what's gonna bring your sister back. That's what's gonna give me answers.
Ymynsallion would not have a small hoard.
Malavik?
We need
Your eyes, they
power.
just glazed over. What's going on?
Nothing. You and I have to find more power together. Yes. That's it. Here in this place, I will not leave until we find it. Are you with me?
Malavik,
Do you want your sister back? Yes or no?
of course, but
The power to take down a god even, if need be. That's what we need to be able to do what we need to do.
we do not know.
You said you trusted me.
I do. I do.
Then be with me. find the answers. But we cannot tell everyone. There are those that will try to stop us.
Malavik, back up here, please. One moment. Why would we not tell the others who are also a part of our strength and our power?
Because they do not trust us. They are not here. The ones that trust us are here. You, Ymynsallion, me. They give me, I see the looks they give me.
Malavik,
Please.
it
I
is
try
not...
to play along with their games, Yara.
Malavik, it is not that they do not trust you.
I'm sorry. I used my words incorrectly. I want to keep them out of danger. Think about how many times we've been in battles. Who always has each other's backs?
We all do. I mean, Arashtok is always attempting to immobilize enemies. He's even utilized his magics to pry you out of a creature.
Yes, I agree. But when it comes to the idea of a siphoning more power, even no matter the source, do you believe that they will be on our side with that?
I think that we all want the means to stop Osoyo. Or whatever it is that is causing what happened, and what is happening, what is in motion at the moment.
Are you with me? Or are you not?
Can I do some sort of insight check?
It'd be perception.
Yeah. I think what I'm mostly looking for here is if this is purely Malavik talking, and I guess also the whole switch up that he just did with regards to, I just want to protect them. So you said perception, yes?
Mm-hmm.
29.
Malavik, you can tell Yara what you think that she would notice from you. 29.
You do notice a slated look. Eyes glazed over. There's no life in them like they used to be. Conflicting emotions, pain, anger, suffering, anxious, anxiety. But the hunger is there, pure hunger. Not threatening towards you. You're silent. I guess that's your answer.
No, Malavik.
Shame.
Malavik, you cannot just drop something on someone and expect an answer immediately.
How about this? Maybe not the time. There is a tale in the coming of the age of a chosen child of such. These things, the gods mix and play with their playthings of Galarian or any other worlds, where they create these little beings of that are not supposed to exist. Nephilim. Immense power lies within these beings. I've heard that the coming of age happens in a tip of scale, can throw the world in chaos or peace. I don't know if that's me, but I feel something growing inside of me. I feel
a hunger that cannot be sated. also have the longing for those around me to join me in the conquest. This land is corrupt. The people in it are unworthy. But then there's others like us with a deeper purpose. It will take power to get it. We must do everything in our possession to get that power. And then what we do with it defines where Galarian will go.
Well, that sounds...
Find you taking back your sister.
Well, that sounds an awful like a lot like trying to become a god, which is something that we aren't supposed to want. We aren't supposed to want to make other people into puppets, are we not?
That's not the case. And not to make others into puppets.
Malevich, who are we to decide who is worthy and who is not worthy?
Who will we decide who is evil and who is not? Who will we decide who chooses to live or die? It's at the moment where survivability comes down to an instinct of conscious action in the moment of. But we have to have the power to do so.
Malevich, I am a protector, not a conqueror.
And with more power, you can become an even better protector. Right now, we are nothing. We barely scrape by. The others have to understand it. They won't listen to me about it. But what about you? You're great at convincing. This place, we're here for a reason, and it's not for some god, living god person. It's much more than that. These visions that we keep seeing, why is it always us?
I do not know. But it is us, and we have this ability to protect people. To protect this world.
Yes, sure.
Why would we destroy it? Why would we raise places with children? With people that you could easily have a conversation with to try and change their mind if they're doing something evil.
Then what if they don't change their mind? Then what?
Then Malevich, we have justice systems in place.
Yes, but everything has an execution, an expiration date. If we had the power to change the course of everything here, wouldn't you want it? You keep your beliefs, your opinions. I'll agree with you. Sure. If one way doesn't work, then there's another. We need to not leave this place until we find it. That's all I'm asking. There are answers here. I can feel it.
I am not opposed to us as a group.
I need you.
Finding some sort of means to defeat the evils in front of us. But Malevich, you made me promise that if you lost yourself, that I would take your life. You are not yourself right now.
I am completely myself. I want to be complete.
Malevich, you have a passenger. There is someone else in there with you.
It's much more than that.
Well, then enlighten me, because that is all I see. I see someone who is obviously being manipulated by some force that I cannot control, that he cannot control. I see someone that loves me, that loves our friends. But because of this passenger, decided to forego even attempting to help us in combat previously. I see someone who had laughter and smiles in their life, devolving into this creature that wants to destroy everything. That is not you.
There's reasoning behind everything. Okay, let's slow down. Let me think. Let's break this all down. There's a connection here somewhere between me, unfortunately, this creature, and my father. My memories are all starting to get jumbled up. One thing I could say, whatever is happening in my mind, it's always told the truth. There was always something there, every single time. Did not leave me astray. Never. And as much as I hate to admit it, never turned his back on me.
Malefic, that is because when people want something from you, they will pretend to be there for you. They will use you up, they will help you while using you up, and they will leave you out to dry. When someone manipulates the way that you think in such a fashion, that your personality entirely shifts, that you wish to harm people, to destroy people who do not align with your own beliefs.
No. It's more like, I would have to destroy anybody that will put harm to you. Or any of them. I believe you gave me some insight. I do speak of power, and we do need it, and it's probably in a different sense, but we have some kind of power with us, you and I, especially. We have gods or godlike creatures, deities, that need us. That's power in its own, yes. There's a reasoning that they chose us, that they need us. Think about it. We can use this to our advantage. A deal is made. There's both sides of a coin. It's not just one-sided. If you find yourself, when you gave in a little bit to your deity, or if you ever did you find more answers?
Yes, but my deity is not asking me to wipe out people. Not asking me to go on some crusade against people who disagree.
I could be misunderstanding. So I need to give in a little bit to get more answers. Just like you did. They may not be asking for something aggressively, but passively are on your side of things. I believe me and you are cut from the same fabric. That's why I am talking to you. Arcelia has a connection with me, but I don't understand it. She knows the real deal behind it is more of a burst of emotions, overwhelming, hitting her left and right, and she's trying to understand it, evolve it. But me and you, I believe that you would know something a little bit more.
You do not need to let your passenger control you. That is my point.
If you want to know something, I don't think I'm letting them control me. I think a part of me wants to feel that. Wants to feel that fire, that bloodlust. When it is geared towards the right people. I would do anything to protect you. Even if that's being in the passenger seat. If it's to save you.
Malefic, you asked if I trusted you. Do you trust me?
We would not be having this conversation if I did not. I've given you more than I've given anyone. More than I wanted to give.
Then just know that I am trying to protect you from whatever power this passenger is offering you. And that is all.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Talk in circles. Circles and circles. There is power here. Seize it. Ymynsallion's horde must be around here somewhere.
We need to find the power. And then I will let you guide me. Yes? Before I make decisions, I'll do everything that I can and come to you. But right now, there's power. And it's here somewhere. Every dragon has its pride stake. Do you know that? A horde of some sort.
Right.
You need to
I've heard
find
about
it.
that.
You need to find
Alright.
it. I think I may have some answers.
That is fine.
Are you with me?
Malavik.
You never answered.
Yes. Can we get my grappling hook first?
I take a brief moment to stare in her eyes to see if there's any kind of regret.
Perception check.
What'd you say?
Perception check.
17.
Yara, it's up to you what Malavik sees in there.
So, can you just outline the question for me a little bit better?
Like I want to
Like
know if
regret
there's
for
any,
what?
if there's any deception there or like quick to answer, but no truth behind the words.
No. She's with Malavik.
I'll smirk and stand up. Offer my hand for you to stand up.
I'll take it.
And I'll tighten my grip. I will not see harm come to you. Or the others. And I will not see harm come to us either. That means I'll do anything. Keep that in mind. Then I'll let go and then I'll walk over to go get the grappling.
You don't have too much trouble. The grappling hook probably fell when the floor collapsed, so it's just like amongst the debris. Takes you a minute or two to find it. It's really not too hard.
Yeah. Arcelia.
Yes.
There have been some things, sad things that happened to this dragon, but every dragon has a horde of some sort. If it's still here, we need to find it.
You think it's in this tower someplace?
Possibly. Possibly.
If we don't find it in the tower, I think we should head back to camp. It is night now.
But so much we probably should stay in here.
The others are probably worried, though.
Traveling at night. I mean, if you want to,
Well, we know where
do
we
it.
need to go. We can go quickly. But for now, let us look around, shall we?
yes. I need to find it.
Okay, somebody take the lead with a perception check. The others can help.
Oh, 13.
I have a 12.
Okay.
Celia is probably the person to do it. Let me see
Okay.
what she is. I guess she's got like an 18 or something.
What?
She's got a high perception. Let me see. Oh, she's got a 13.
That was same.
So perhaps Malavik leads it.
Okay.
Alright, I'll take the help. 21.
Okay, Arcelia gets 23 and an 18 from Yara. Okay. So. There's a lot of debris here. A lot of rotted wood and, you know, there's like a collapsed staircase and part of the wall is collapsed. There's a lot of sorting through debris and stuff. Roll me a d4, please, Malavik.
Sure. My favorite. 1.
Okay. It's a good thing in this case.
Mm.
Takes you about an hour to look through stuff. And then you look at Ymynsallion, the zombie dragon. Where would a zombie dragon keep its hoard?
Either in a pile of corpses or on itself.
Perhaps inside.
I'll just kind of break off from Yara and walk towards the dragon, fall to my knees, and then just mechanically just start ripping at flesh. I mean, I'm all up in it, all over me, diving in.
Give me a survival check.
You're good at those. Come on, I believe.
26. Smell is not bothering me.
Yeah, there's probably a few moments where you retch, and it's horrible. It's so bad. It's the worst smell you've ever smelled. But you find the stomach of this creature, and it is bloated and filled with something.
The worst part.
You hear like coins rattling.
I'll take the hatchet. And I already know what's about to come. You hit a stomach that's been bloated. It's just gonna, gastric stuff is gonna pour all over you. I'm going to probably call to Yara and say, do you have anything that can shield me? I have a feeling that whatever she spewed long ago is still trapped in there.
Oh.
Acid, maybe. Just
Protect you from acid? Well, I don't know if I've got anything like that.
I'll cock my head and I'll take the axe and raise it.
Oh, at least cover your mouth.
Why don't you take the stomach out? Don't.
Yeah,
Oh, I hit it.
I could surgically.
No.
Oh God.
I'm Malavik, baby. I'm impatient.
Like that answers the question. Oh man. Yeah, it's a horrific thing.
All right, how much damage do I take?
Make a fortitude save for me, please.
Oh, I'm good at those. All right, that's actually a crit because I crit everything now that because I'm master.
If it's a success.
If it's a success.
If it's a success, I crit everything.
It is a success this time. Yeah, a fortitude save. Actually, let me double check. Hold on. Might be really close. It is really close.
Stepped on it.
So it's okay. So the difficulty is actually 26 on this. Unfortunately, you didn't wait for any help. Let's see. Oh boy.
Wait, if I'm mastering it, isn't it a regular success a success?
It wasn't
Anyway.
a success. It was a fail. You need to get a 26. You rolled a 25.
Yes, it's
maybe.
only for successes. It's the
Got
same
you.
thing for
Okay.
my master and will.
All right, well, I'm re-rolling it then. Shoot. There you go.
Exactly 26. Wow. Okay.
now.
So
Yippee skippy.
you're still gonna take some damage here,
Wait,
because
it's a
this
critical success.
Oh right, critical success. I'm sorry. You don't take damage.
I wouldn't have
apologize.
re-rolled it at that
Yeah,
point. I was just
yeah.
taking it.
Apologies.
you're
So
fine,
yes,
Ryan.
critical success. Malavik, you know something bad's about to happen. You just close your eyes, hold your breath, and swing with your hatchet.
Why do fights with dragons always end this way?
It's just, oh god, it's so horrible. Sludge like just pours out with piles of gold.
I'll just swish it out of the corpse. I just didn't want it to get on them. I was thinking of them the whole time.
It's so horrible. It's the worst smell you've ever smelled. And
I can taste the smell.
It's so bad. The coins like pouring out with this sludge. It's possibly the most disgusting thing you've ever seen or experienced. Yara, please make a fortitude save.
Looks like it would have ended no other way. Oh no.
19.
Okay. You take 6 poison damage as this viscera just pours out of this creature, and the smell makes you retch. Arcelia also begins retching.
Oh, no. You can't throw up. I'll throw up then for sure.
I can't help it.
Oh.
Horrific.
Yeah, I'll keep pushing as many, I guess, organs and stuff out. Stomach's too large to cut out and bring. That's a dragon's stomach, for God's sake. It's not like a human stomach or a deer stomach. So I'm pushing everything out onto the floor. And I just kind of roll out like being born. And I'm just sitting there like, Yara, you promised that you'd kill me. Can you just speed it up?
No, you've made me suffer, and now so shall you.
Okay. I don't even know what's in there. I just push everything out.
Coins.
Is that it?
I don't know. I'm trying not to look at it. It's disgusting.
Someone's got to search through it.
Fine. I'll do it.
Your hands are already covered.
Yeah. I'll just.
Everything's covered.
I'll go through as much as I can.
Give me a perception check or an investigation check.
Ew.
I will cast guidance from afar while trying not to retch.
Guidance. 20.
Okay. Gathering this loot together, there's a good chunk of money here. There's 500 gold in mixed coinage, gems, and jewelry. There is also something else that you notice. It looks like a coin at first. And then you realize that it's stone. It is, from what you can tell, some kind of like small figurine. It's about the size of a coin, and it looks like it's carved from stone. Sort of resembles a lion? Horns?
Okay, I'll just throw that in a sack pocket of mine. And I keep fishing through it. Maybe slightly puking.
Have you found the power yet?
I think the power was in the smell and the decay. I'm still looking. And then I'm actually getting really pissed off. Because this entity said there's power here, and I'm just like getting really upset. And I keep going. And I'm just mad. I'm really fucking pissed off. And I'm trying to hold it all in. Power is not here. It's guts and gore. Stone carvings. Cares about coins. I keep scraping through it until I hit bare floor.
Perhaps there is something more you've missed.
I go back in the corpse. You'll just see me stand up just like, oh.
Pathfinder, what is taking so long, dude?
I'm sorry. And then I go back in and I rip at more insides.
Make another perception check for me.
Oh my gosh, dude. A 30.
Yeah. Okay. So Alrighty. There is a... Where'd it go? Sorry, I lost it. There is... there is something in here. It looks like a bracer. One bracer.
Just trying to clean it off. Realize I'm still sitting in the corpse for some strange reason. Shake it off and I crawl out. Again, lay on the floor, trying to gasp for some kind of air, but all the air is horrible here. And I roll over and do you have that thing that Rostok has where he creates some kind of...
Oh, the cleaning spell that he never uses on me when I need it! No. Oh, I really should ask Pharasma for that one.
Water? Anything you can...
I do have water left over.
No, okay.
Here.
I guess we're gonna need that.
Well, we have barrels and everything. We've got a lot. Remember, they can supply it.
Alright, then I take the water and start pouring it on the bracer to clean it off as much as I can for right now.
Okay.
I stare longingly at it. Notice that the voice is quiet finally.
Mm-hmm. The bracers have some like really intricate looking carvings on them. There's several gems in the bracers.
Interesting. I'm going to hold on to this if it's okay. Then I'm going to see if the others know what this is.
I don't know what it is. Definitely not.
Yeah.
It looks like a bracer with some pretty stones in it.
Stating the obvious, I can definitely tell that.
You asked me what it was.
Every time I laugh, I just smell it on my breath. I'm just ready to go. We can head back now. I don't think anything's gonna bother us.
Yes.
Ever.
Perhaps Arashtok or Karun might be able to glean more. I am not a purveyor of items. I am simply a user of items.
I will slowly stand up and drag myself towards the entrance.
Ugh.
Or the exit, I should say, in this case.
Very well.
Because we can't go up anymore. Everything is torn down.
Correct.
Yeah.
You begin to descend from the tower. What are you guys doing?
Yeah. If there's anything searchable in the tower, I probably want to do that while we're here.
Okay. The tower is pretty destroyed. You can, searching through the debris here can take you can just spend however long you want to do that. If you want to do that.
How late is it? It just turned up.
Yeah, it's nighttime. It's probably like 8.
We should get back. Do you recognize the figurine?
Oh no, I put it in here. It was the least dirty thing. I will take it out at the camp and give it to you so you can look at it. Right, let's pack up and get going. I guess we can always come back later if we need to. And I'll usher the other two out, but I'll be the last one to leave.
Sure.
And before I walk out the door, I'll look back at the dragon and just stare for a long time. Look down and shake my head and follow the ladies up.
You leave the tower. I need stealth checks from everybody.
Stealth checks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a crit.
I will use a hero point to reroll my 14
It's because they smell us before we get.
into a 16.
Arcelia got a 19. She's gonna reroll that, I think. To a 5.
Oh, dear God.
Great. Good, good, good. Okay. You got a 16, Yara?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty. Malvik, roll me a D2, please.
D2. Okay. Gotta do this old fashioned way. So. One.
Very well. You begin to head back to the camp. It's a ways away from this tower. 1 hour passes as you begin to journey back. There's something that's troubling you as you are venturing towards the camp. There's a smell on the air. Malavik, make a nature check for me.
Ooh, nature. An 8.
It's tough to differentiate what it is without getting cleaned up beyond a splash of water. But you did pick up something. This is demon country. There's a acrid sort of smell, maybe. It's so tough to differentiate what's going on and what it could be.
I'll run up between Yara and Arcelia. I'm a little bit behind them. I will slightly grab their arms and tighten my grip. I won't pull or show any signs of fear, just based off of my knowledge of being hunted.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, stay calm. We are more than likely being hunted, toyed with. Do not show any signs of fear. Be confident. Creatures that hunt like to observe their prey before they get an attack. We can use that to our advantage, but something is off. Very off.
Celia goes to rest a hand on her morning star. As she does so, it gets kind of stuck in some of her chain mail. Sorry.
I ever so slightly raise my shield, looking around. Something is hunting us and you wish for me not to panic?
I bend down to the ground and I put one hand down and almost in a lunging format with my one hand on the great sword, one hand on the ground, and I just stop moving. I'm completely silent. I don't say anything to anyone and just try to become sort of one with the night. And I know something is going to probably attack and I want to be the first one to get to it.
Are we still moving or are we standing still?
Keep moving.
Arcelia awkwardly tries to be stealthy and continues to move, but it's really obvious that she's being trepidatious. She's almost doing that
yeah,
that
yeah, I'm be normal and just don't go and exaggerate it.
extending her feet out slowly trying to search the ground with her feet as she's moving, the really slow
Wait a
steps.
minute, I have a question. Is your beacon still on?
My vitality beacon?
Yeah.
Yes, it's for the full day until I rest.
Oh, I would have definitely touched you just now. You know, I don't know if that happens, if that heals.
Yes, if you interact with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be 17 points of healing.
Better use it while it's up, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Arcelia will do the same.
12 points.
I will just kind of cringe and then I believe I will try to whisper in Yara's ear that if something happens, use your most vibrant spell. I just kind of shrug. If you have like an explosion or something that shoots light or anything, other than that, what I will do is this. I believe that I will fall behind a few steps, not too far behind. I can reach them, and I will shoot a produce flame.
Okay.
Up in the air, almost like a flare, so to speak. See how much to kind of like give us that blare of light.
Sure. It's about it's sort of like the equivalent of a light spell.
Yeah.
Pulse shoots up, lights up the area. As it does so, Malavik, there is strange feeling in your head.
What is happening?
The voice goes silent.
Yes.
Oh, that scares the shit out of me. Is at that point I grab both girls and I am darting. It takes a lot to spook Malavik, but the fact that the voice was gone, we gotta go. So I grab Yara and I grab Arcelia and I pull them and apologize later.
Okay. Yeah, Yara, you know, I'm assuming what kind of reaction do you have as this happens, as Malavik sort of hurries you on?
Well, I mean, I trust his instincts. I'm not just going to sit here. Apparently he sees something that I don't, so I'm going with him, yes. But I do look quite off guard.
Okay. As you begin to rush, Arcelia immediately is, you can hear her sort of share some of your concern, Malavik. There's that like, oh no.
Yeah, she would definitely feel it.
As you are running, Malavik, you hear a
Pastor!
Is it
Everybody,
only
please
Malavik
make
that
an
heard that?
athletics check. Yes, Yara.
Oh, you said athletics!
Yep, everybody athletics.
28. Ooh, nice. 18.
Well, I have a +1, so 17, so 18.
Okay, 21 from Arcelia. Malavik, with each step, it seems like the steps echo with not the sound that they should make. You're expecting the sound of, like, you know, cracked mud and stone beneath your boot. There is this sound at first, but now as you step, it's like something laughs each time.
Stop laughing! And I just
Malavik,
keep
no
trying
one's
to-
laughing!
It's here. He's gone. but they're all here. And I'll just keep trying to pull and run.
You run. You run. You run. Please roll me a d10.
3.
3 minutes of like sprinting from everyone, which is pretty tough to do. Just sprinting for a long period of time in general is tough. Full tilt, running. The laughter continues, and then suddenly dies away.
I'll start slowing my steps, but I'm still going at a pretty good speed, just not full sprint, until I get down to a fast, hurried walk. Are you okay? Are you fine? Are you okay?
Malvik, I cannot run for much longer.
Yes, I understand.
What happened? What was that? It sounded like laughter.
Yeah, yes. Yes, it drowned out his voice, and that something was really bad.
Do not run from me.
I'll feel my body take a step back into the other direction. No. We have to get back to camp.
Where were you? What did you do?
What did I do? I did nothing. What do you mean?
You lie. I could not hear your voice.
It was not me. That was whatever demons are out here. Understand yourself. You're almighty and powerful. Why could you discern that? It drowned you out. And that's what made me run. Something more diabolical than you.
Impossible.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think it was possible for you to shut up either. But you did.
Interesting. You must find what has done this.
And track it better in the morning after I get rest.
Very well.
Senses is off since you have me going corpse diving. I need to get back to the others before they worry. And I'll shut them out of my brain, my mind. And we have
Make
to go
a will
forward.
save.
22.
You will not silence me. I am always with you.
Then be with me and stop trying to be above me. One thing I know about you is you need me just as much as I apparently need you. So either we work together or it's not going to work out at all.
I have been with you since the beginning.
Yes, I know. But I clearly have something you need. So until that is figured out, give me a break. Let me care for the ones I care for.
And what? You listen to their petulant mewling?
Even the most powerful fear being alone. And I know you know what that feels like. And with that, I'll hold my resolve.
Very well.
I'll snare, and then I'll come back to the others. Sorry, I was wondering what was behind us, but now is not the time. Maybe in the morning we can look for tracks, but for right now I need to get you back.
Yes.
All right.
Orselia's gonna like share a look with Yara. There's definitely a look of concern on her face.
I'll tighten my
Perhaps.
grips and pull at them.
All right. Perhaps rest is what you need.
Yes. I do grow tired.
All right.
And we'll make our way towards camp.
Okay. Somebody make me a survival check.
Not it.
Yeah, I think I have the best survival. 26.
Okay. You're able to navigate yourself back to the camp after maybe another hour.
It was around like 10-ish. Okay.
Yep. But in the distance, you can see some landmarks that give you an idea of where the camp is. There's no light. There's no campfire here.
Yeah,
you do probably come across one of the reclaimers who's keeping sentry, who sees you and probably waves.
Yeah. Finally.
They wave, and maybe when you get to about 50 feet away, they're like waving, and then you see them like put down their hand. There's like a weird look of confusion on their face. Their nose is up in the air.
We need to find a Rostock immediately.
Yes, I was just about to say the same thing. Where is Rostock?
Rostock is doing something, communing, I think.
Ah. Well?
I'm going to find him anyway.
Well, don't disturb him if he's still doing something.
I won't disturb him. I want to see if he's done.
Right.
Or we won't be allowed to stay in the camp. Now we'll go search for Rostock and Karun.
Okay.
Let's see.
He's probably going to smell us before he sees us.
Oh, yeah.
What did you eat?
I'll just stand. I don't know. Are you in a tent or something? Or
No, I'm outside. Looks like I'm reading.
I'll just stand there and start unbuckling my armor. It's been a long night.
My goggles are on because I don't have dark vision unless I use them. Hence how I'm reading in the dark.
Oh, Rostock, we are awfully disgusting smelling, please.
What did you... yes, I will. What did you do?
Every time I talk, I want to puke. Because now the adrenaline was taking over the smell, but now that that's died down, everything has died down. It's worse than it's ever been.
Stand over there. I point about 30, 40 feet away from me. As I have reach, and I am absolutely using reach on prestidigitation to clean them.
I feel like normally
are shying away from you.
Normally, like a Rostock casts a spell. This time, somehow, there's a magic fire hose.
Yeah, there's like rousing splash a cup, like to get the majority of the muck off of them, and then prestidigitation to like clean, because they're awful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just enjoying the moment of getting this.
It also takes a while, probably 20 minutes a piece, based on how it says here. Like it's 10 rounds per one light or like a large object. So like each piece of armor is a minute.
Oh.
It's a lot of cleaning that's being done, and it's desperately needed. The stank is slowly but surely removed.
Did
I can
you
smell it again.
bathe in feces to hide yourself from predators?
I'd rather have done that, honestly.
Yes, shit
Probably
probably would
some
smell
feces.
better.
You have a knack for looking at magic items, do you not?
Yes, I do.
I hand the figurine over to Yara, and then I pull out the bracer. This is of some kind of importance to me, I feel, so...
Where did you get these? Are you well? You need attention
oh,
and
yes,
healing?
that thing I do need healing. We were fighting a black dragon, a decayed...
A dragon?
Yes.
An undead one.
Why did you not wait and scout?
Tried that. She was aware.
Malefic. Perhaps we explain? Remember how I didn't understand and then you explained to me and all of a sudden I was all with you? Honesty and whatnot.
It's a lot. It's not a good time to do that. Should we wait till the morning?
I think it best for Rostrak to be equipped.
Fine. There's a black dragon that wasn't always zombified and dead. She was brutally murdered, then mutilated. Don't know how she came back. If there's a necromancer or just the sheer wheel of her anger brought her back. She was suffering, we put her down. There's some kind of connection somewhere to me. All I know is I don't know clearly the timeline. Maybe centuries ago there was a battle here. My father took place in it. Possibly did something to her, whether it was willingly or not. She was injured. And then he, according to Yara, with precision, took her glands from the base of her neck, along with the muscle. The thing that mixes the chemicals that produce a breath weapon of such.
Would I know what that might be used for? In terms of a cult or even crafting?
I will take either role. Depending on which one you do, different results may happen.
I will do a cult, as I am a master in that. For 30.
Critical. Okay, I'm gonna send you a DM.
Skills don't
Arashak.
critical, unfortunately, like that. Okay.
Right.
Skills, yeah, skills do not.
Well, sometimes the
critical.
check has a crit part of it, but
Yeah, this
if you're 10 above, like sometimes the DM will give you more.
Yes, 10 above, correct, but not the. It's not like the saves. Fuck, whack.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
Isn't it horrible? Isn't it horrible, dude? I had to type and hit enter so many times to clear up my timeline. So
Okay. I totally lost my train of thought.
Yeah, so did I.
So what are the glands for, Arashtak?
Not whatever I was just shown.
maybe they were.
I hope to God's not.
Oh God. Sorry.
It's okay. Dale, he was like, just to send you a reminder.
I try not to crack too often, and that was I could not stop that one. Lord. Nothing good would be done with those glands, I fear.
Well, that's all I have.
I appreciate your honesty. Is this why you told me you could not leave?
More ways than one, yes. There's also some great power here, and I need to find it. It may be in that bracer. Something calling out to me, pulling me towards it. I need to know information. So I included you and everyone else in it. No matter how much I did not want to. Not for the sake of being secret, but for the sake of not wanting harm to come to any of you. Don't like tracking others in my business.
The secrets likely would cause more harm. I may have joined you had I known this, Malefic.
It's probably a good thing that you did not. For this time, honestly. Not to discredit how good you are in battle, it's more of a circumstantial. We survived, but it could have been a lot worse if she was a tiny bit more intact. If she had her glands, there's no telling how much damage she would have done. But I do appreciate the gesture. Yara and Arcelia were perfect allies in this case. Opened up my eyes a good bit about letting others in.
I am glad to hear. I begin looking over the figurine and the bracer.
Okay. I will take either a crafting check or arcana check.
I will do crafting. Wait, let me see. Why do I have a +1? No, they're the same. I'll do arcana. It's only for tattoos that crafting is higher. That's, I will re-roll that, actually. That's 17 for the first item. Unless this is for both.
It's for both.
Okay, yes, that even more so re-rolling. To a 25.
Okay. It takes you a minute to try and remember. You think that the bracers are related to first of all, they were very dirty. They've been washed. You had to actually use prestidigitation on these to see what was actually below the muck, and you can tell that there was some durable dawn silver, and they actually gleam quite brightly. These are bracers of missile deflection greater. And basically what they do is you are, every 10 minutes, you are allowed to basically take a ranged weapon attack that hits you. It doesn't critically hit. You can send the missile off course, and you get a +2 circumstance bonus to AC against the triggering attack. If this would cause the attack to be a failure, the attack misses you.
I passed that idea along. The figurine?
Yes, this. This is a small figurine of a horned lion sitting at attention. It's the size of a coin, and it looks like it's carved from simple stone. This is a horned lion amulet. This can be affixed, fastened to a suit of armor as a charm or adornment, and when you activate the amulet, the lion's eyes glow with flames, granting you fire resistance 10 against the triggering damage, and a subsequent fire resistance 5 for 1 minute. If this was due to persistent fire damage, you immediately attempt a DC flat check to recover from the persistent damage.
Is that once a day, or is that?
This is a. I think that is a free action to activate. So it has to be. Yeah, it's free. Free action, and there is no time limit on it.
Wow. Yes, these are exquisite. Fire resistance for this as much as you desire, and the ability to deflect incoming missiles. These are very good. I hand them back.
I hold my tongue and then I was guided. And I just point to my head. I understand you have your thoughts. You're right to do so. But it has not steered me wrong. It's always looked out for me. It's never lied to me. Can be aggressive at times, annoying, chattery. But I believe we can use it to our advantage. Add err on the side of caution. But this is proof. Many other times that I made certain decisions or guided saved us. I guess what I'm asking for is for you to trust my judgment.
Malavik, I have told you many times I trust your judgment. I do not trust what is in you. It let Ymynsallion and Yara almost die in front of me. I told you this.
You told me because you would not say his name.
Correct.
That he could have saved them both.
Yes. At a cost.
But we don't know what the cost
to
was.
Sacrifice you, Malavik.
We don't know if that's the case, though.
It said it was.
What did it say?
It told me it would take over. Completely take over. Do I know how long that would be? Malavik. Truly.
Maybe at the time, take over to save.
It did not specify. A
It doesn't do
creature
that.
did not specify. Why do you think I would want to do that to you?
It's not a creature, it's more than that.
A god? Is it a god? The things you hate.
Even more.
Malavik.
It's a little bit more than that.
Danger. Then even more so why I would not have given it power over you.
But I learned something today. It's not going to let harm come to me easily.
That does not mean it keeps your mind intact. Your physical body may live because it needs it.
Does it, though?
Yes!
So
it
powerful.
tried to barter with us over you. That means it needs you.
I think there's a lot to dissect here. I understand that I am something important to it. That I do.
Are you not important to us?
Yes, but you have to understand it's always been there for me. It never lied. It's always guided me in a direction. The only thing that's really confusing right now is my memories.
Malavik, a thought occurred to me during all of this. Remember how you mentioned you could utilize this passenger, this companion? They required us to say their name for them to do anything. That means that you do have power over them, and you should make sure that you keep it. We do not wish to give this entity any power.
I don't believe that is actually inside me as you guys are thinking. It's more like at a distance watching over.
Like a god. Truly, Malefic, separate yourself from it for just a moment in thought. You say you dislike the gods. I do not doubt that. I do not disagree with you even. It is doing everything you say you're against. Even if it hasn't led you astray. Even if it has not. Think.
I don't think I'm just a normal... There's so much things that you all do not know about my kind. That's why they throw us to the streets when they find out we are not normal.
Have I not told you where I'm from?
Yes, many times over.
You think I don't understand that?
No, it's not the abandonment. I don't think you understand. None of us understand where our origins come from. That's what we're longing for.
Why does that matter?
Oh, matters a great bit. I need to know.
Why does it matter?
Because I don't know.
Why can't you craft that yourself?
I just think without having ways to explain. I'm doing my best.
I know. Why have I not abandoned you? I left today, yes. But I didn't have all the information.
I was okay with you leaving.
No, you weren't, Malefic.
I don't want any harm to come to any of you.
How did you feel when I left? Not the thing. Not the situation.
I felt that sacrifices had to be made for a better good. Bigger cause.
No, you're regurgitating. How did you feel?
Angry! You said that you'd be there. And you left.
I'm sorry.
And the one that doesn't leave, consistently reminding me, is him. Doesn't help my case.
No. I won't again. I promise you.
Promises are like wet paper to me now. Actions are what's going to mend that. And I have some to do myself. It's not just on you. It takes a lot for me to open up about things I don't even understand myself. I'm tired. Are you okay with me holding on to both of these?
Yes. Look to Ymynsallion.
Of course.
I mean, strug me all into that. And if I can better equip myself to protect you all, I would like to do so.
I think that is wise. I had one other question before you sleep, Malefic, and you may sleep on it. I do not need an answer. There was a promise you made to me when it was just you and I. I do not mind the others knowing. I asked you if you could get rid of a curse. Would you, for the sake of us? And you said yes. Now, I don't need an answer yet. Just think. I have been studying. And some of the power granted to me, I can break some curses on my own. It takes a willing subject, I am aware. But I may be able to do this for you.
I'll look at the ground. I'll take a deep breath. And with eyes of defeat, I'll look back at Arasha. With all the confusion in my brain, my mind, There's one thing that was eating at me the whole time. Unfortunately, I don't think this is a curse. I believe this is what I was deemed to be. When I was younger, there was a motherly voice in my head for just a second. Booming. I didn't remember it until we came back to the camp. It was warm and cold, very cold at the same time. Her name was Tiamat. And I don't know why that was gone until now. When the laughing was happening and his voice went away for a brief moment, I remembered. I have no idea who she is. And then I'll blankly turn around and start walking towards a tent. I'm sorry. And I'll close the flap.
Throughout the entirety of this conversation, I have been reflecting upon the name Dahak. Would I happen to know of any sort of religious or historical figures? Anything of the sort?
Yeah, make a religion check.
I will reroll that. 19.
Okay.
Into a 19. I am cursed.
You know a small amount. You know that it is a dragon of some kind. And that's about it.
I would be thinking on Tiamat the moment he said it, if I know anything on that.
Okay. Make a religion or history check of some kind, or an intellect check.
I'm assuming, and that's fine. If not, it's almost the same. Lizard folklore would not track it. Okay, I didn't think so. Religion is fine then. 25.
Okay. Yeah, Tiamat is one of the dragon deities. Basically the mother of dragonkind. The embodiment of law, which was Apsu, and the embodiment of chaos, which is Tiamat. And they brought forth the first gods. These their offspring were many. One of the first offspring was Dahak. And this was the first dragon, basically. Before Tiamat and Apsu were just kind of embodiments of these ideals, law and chaos. And Dahak was the first of these dragons that were manifested, and Dahak rampaged across the material plane and then withdrew to hell. Tiamat is not worshipped. All dragons live in fear of Tiamat, and none willingly name her. So the fact that Malavik just talked about this is interesting in and of itself.
Hey, yeah, I would be thinking a long while you are.
There's a lot more to this, but this is what you know.
Yeah.
I do not know how to help him.
I have an inkling.
Do you know of whatever this dark entity is?
Yes. Yes.
You do?
Not much, but we can research more. It's the first dragon.
Dahak is the first dragon?
Born of Tiamat and Absu.
So Tiamat is also a dragon.
Mother of, yes.
Would that make her the first dragon?
More,
Semantics, I'm sorry, that's not the important thing.
Goddess of them. Duhak destroyed much of the material plane and withdrew to hell.
Oh. It sounds like a lovely person. Dragon.
He wishes to be up here means he wishes to rampage again. The words he spoke to Malavik may not be incorrect, but the reason is not good. Duhak would be afraid of Tiamat, though. He does not have control over Malavik yet. Malavik should not have been able to speak a name without having control. He said he felt Tiamat. Tiamat is trying to wrest him back, I think.
Do we know anything of Tiamat's goals, or perhaps their metaphorical alignment, so to speak?
No, Tiamat and Absu, chaos and law. I don't know if there are particular goals.
Oh.
So much as they are, but think of what would happen if your first child went and destroyed everything you may have worked to create.
So, do we think Tiamat's law, then? Is that the...
Whack, I do not remember. Was it Tiamat that was law and Absu was chaos, or the other way around?
Other way around.
Oh, no. Tiamat is chaos, but do not think that chaos is destructive. You cannot have law without chaos. You cannot have creation without chaos, the randomness, the differences.
balance?
Balance, exactly, yes. Duhak would hate that. Duhak wants to destroy and create an order of their own, from what Malavik has said. Tiamat would be the opposite of that, if anything.
So, the way that God's communing with me, at least, right, has been very hands-off. In terms of, for the most part, I don't really hear clerics of, whatever deity saying that they talk to their god on the regular.
Right. Yes, unless you are maybe a high cleric of some kind, but even
then, yes, we are insects unless they very desperately need us. So what would some sort of a dragon god want with Malavik?
If Duhak took control, Tiamat may wish to prevent this.
Do you know what sort of dragon the Hawk is?
Do I know that from... No. Not without more study, and even then, I do not know if it would be revealed. I'd have to find a vast library or something. But if this creature wishes to be here, where demons are stronger, and it through to hell, there may be more answers here. Perhaps in the Palace of Gods or something.
Yeah.
What I have learned is that Malavic's father, this entity very much so wanted to bring Malavik to that black dragon that we found, the undead one.
Yes.
So I suppose maybe finding out about that dragon might be useful too. I don't know anything about whatever that dragon is. But
It's
regardless,
a red dragon.
No, the black dragon. Oh, you're talking about Malavik's father.
Yes.
Yes. But
He's
apparently,
mentioned such.
I mean, he dealt the killing blow with a weapon. It took human form. What if? Perhaps the Hawk has some sort of issue with Malavik's father?
Oh, most definitely it would. If Malavik's father perhaps was working with or for Tiamat, that would go against everything Duhawk would desire. His father may not be this evil entity that Malavik thinks. If there has been influence over him or lies spread, or maybe not lies, Duhawk would truly hate him.
That is fair.
And the animosity that he's felt for his dragon heritage and tiefling heritage would be real. Again, lies may not be spoken, but truly be withheld.
I did posit to Malavik that the death of this black dragon, the killing blow came after a great battle.
The glands were stolen, yes.
Very, very carefully.
I know what they could have been used for. I did not mean to withhold it from Malavik. I will tell him. I just made that very clear. It's just there was too much going on. It is used for a dragon ritual.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
The glands could be used for a dragon summoning ritual.
What fucking dragon would Malavik's dad want to summon?